Hello, today I'm going to be teaching you some strategies that you can keep in mind the next time you play CSGO to improve your game overall. So, why not just jump right into it? I've seen a lot of different commentary videos showing, like, giving the fundamentals, but not explaining how exactly to do them. Like crosshair placement. What exactly is crosshair placement? So, it's not always as simple as keeping it as just head level because there's all throughout the map there's going to be different heights, and that will often change where you're obviously where the opponent's head's going to be. So the best way to counter this is just know the map. You learn from experience. A lot of the time you can tell what head level is based off of your teammates. Oftentimes I will align my crosshair to my teammates at the very start of the round and just see where their head is, and I'll keep my crosshair there and then I'll move on, and then here it's the same place where they will be. And sometimes when you are doing guns that are headshot kills, you don't want to go too low. For example, the deagle. Aiming too low on the person's head can lead to inaccuracies. Most of the time, it's easier to flick onto people's head if you're aiming just slightly above it so that you can just flick down and hit it, because from my experience, I've been better with that. It might not be the same with you, but I feel like it's a good thing to try out. Another big thing that I found completely crucial in my games is that if you just have your game clockwork all over and over, just walking on the sites aimlessly, just shooting people, hoping that it's like just aim. You need to put more strategy to make your opponent doubt their strategy. So what do I mean by that? So for example, CT on Mirage. When you're here, a lot of times you can make the window jump down into underpass. Pushing this will give you, if you're assuming you're walking all the way, you'll have an advantage on your opponent, and it'll catch them off guard. And the good thing about that is that every single time that they go apps, they will be scared that someone might be pushing underneath, assuming that's successful. So you want to create a threat. Don't let your opponents be just do whatever they want. You have to hold your ground and propose a threat. Same thing applies to going in Palace. So for this jump, you have to be on this second step, because if you're here, you're less likely to hit it, or second or first step. Here you won't hit it. But going from here into here, this is a lot more fast than taking the ladder route. Going into here quickly, you'll catch the Palace person off guard. And the most important thing with these strategies, pushing, whether it's apps, underpass, mid, or Palace, you don't need to be successful with them. You don't need to kill the whole team. You could just get one or none at all. The whole point is that there's a threat. Every time they'll be expecting it, there's one more possibility for them that they have to take into account next time to do it. It's mind game, getting in their head. Another thing is your smokes are a lot more than just walls, to cover something up. You can use them for offense. And what I mean by this is not just smoking here and then, so what? The people can just walk through it. I'd suggest Molotoving this. But, for example, tossing a smoke down here at the start of round, having the con player sneak up into it, especially this gap, you can collect info off of this, and assuming you smoke this off every round, you can leave a gap like this and you can get a free pick. It's really useful. You can do a lot more smokes than you intend, and I'll show you some more of this on Mirage, on Vertigo right now. Hello, now we're on Vertigo. So what I mean with the smokes is, for example, I came across this in a game I played recently, which most of you don't know about this. I'm sure a select few do. I throw a smoke right here at the beginning of the round, and it's no specific lineup. It's just throw it at the edge of the stair. I dropped down here and I realized this is a good position, suggesting pushing in, waiting for the tees to come up the stairs. You're in a good position to get picks. Like, you can use smokes as offensive angles to close yourself in to surprise the terrorists, and it works pretty well. Going back to my previous idea of catching the opponents off guard on this time a different map, one example, pushing mid with dualies, whatever, but playing in angles that they won't expect, off angles that are situational. It's good to know them. Why not use these like small advantages to win a gunfight? Because one gunfight could be all you need to win the round, and those rounds win games. Those games bring you to your goal rank. There's lots of stuff that you can do. Lineups are very good to know. It may sound like, oh, that's so stupid. Why would I go like spend so much time, especially for beginner players? You don't see a lot of people putting the time in to learn smokes. Maybe like 10-15 minutes to watch a YouTube video learning a bunch of smokes per map. It helps you out a lot. Alright, continuing my thought, another thing you can do to catch the opponent off guard, oftentimes when you're on an eco rush, you will push up mid. I suggest grabbing your entire team when you like lost both the first and second round. Buy just pistols, run straight up mid, come around here, shoot a few people. You might win the round, you might get a few kills. Either way, you'll boost your economy for the next round, and you'll play smart. Often, it's just a good idea. Another thing I like to do, and I've seen many people do this, pushing underpass. This works for both sides, T and CT. CT, it gives you another good advantage. Obviously, catching the opponents off guard, making that threat. And onto a different topic. So, you should only be doing this stuff, not that much. So, don't push underpass on Mirage every single round. Don't push up mid, don't push Palace every round. They're just gonna start catching you. I'd suggest only use that strategy about 3 or so times in a match, more or less depending on how well it works against those people. So don't overuse it, just swap it. Have it in your rotation of strategies for the round. Always have a strategy going into a round so you're not left aimlessly wandering around mid or having 4 people on B. It's always good to communicate with your team and set something up, which I understand if you're solo queuing might not always work the best, but it works. On to a different topic. I apologize for the informality of this video. I just have a bunch of ideas that I want to get out into video form and share with you guys. So, anyways, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or just problems in your CSGO games that you'd like me to answer, leave them in the comment section. I will do my best to answer them and make a video responding to it. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope this helped. See you guys next time.